I'm Cesar Delgado from Back Roads of Illinois podcast. Welcome to the show with us. I am joining with Doug Berenv from Poet Ethanol Production Company in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. How are you today? Doug, welcome to the show with us for today.
Fantastic, Caesar. Thanks for having me on.
Let's start with what is the amount of bushels to make ethanol production in your company for every day?
Sure. Well, Poet is the largest producer of bioethanol in the world. We produce about 3 billion gallons annually. So we take in about 1 billion bushels of corn annually. That's about 7% of the U.S. corn crop for our company. That adds up to about 2.7 million bushels a day that we take in the 34 processing facilities that we have around the Midwest.
Could you tell to the audience about your experience in ethanol production at Poet?
Sure. Well, I've been around Poet now for a little over 20 years. I started back in 2003 when nobody really knew what ethanol was. And we were building plants at that time. And then our industry really took off in about 2005 to 2007 when they passed an RFS and we started building many more plants. And it was very welcome, a very welcome industry for agriculture because, as you know, Caesar, we've been overproducing grain for a long time. We needed a market to be able to soak up the surplus grain to create a margin in agriculture, and agriculture has benefited tremendously from bioethanol as a market. We've also improved our environment, our energy security, our economy. Everybody benefits from the production of bioethanol, and it's just been a pleasure to be a part of the growth of this industry and the growth of our company. So it's been a real pleasure over the last 20 years. Challenging, but a pleasure.
I might have to ask you about what's your opinion on E15 and on lead 88. Could you tell us?
Yes, well, E15 is a blend of bioethanol, of 15% bioethanol with 85% gasoline. Today, the United States has 10% bioethanol in virtually every gallon of gasoline in the country. And we're trying to expand that to 15% ethanol for many reasons. E15 better for the environment, like I said. It's better for our economy. It will grow the market for corn so that farmers continue to have a margin. And very importantly, E15 will reduce the price at the pump. I don't know if everybody is aware, but E10 reduces the price at the pump significantly, anywhere from 40 to 70 cents per gallon. And E15 will only reduce the price at the pump for consumers even more by, somewhere between 10 and 20 cents a gallon. So E15 or unleaded 88, whatever you call it, depending on where you're at and where you buy your gas, is a very good product, clean, great for your cars, wonderful for the ag economy, the economy in general, our environment, etc. So we are
I didn't
very
know about that.
excited about it. on around the world, whether that's the war in Ukraine, the war in Israel. Those things are very unfortunate, obviously, and I think both of those would lead to the fact that the world needs better energy independence. We need to get more of our energy resources from agricultural products, whether that be corn or biomass or whatever that is, because depending on the Middle East for our energy is just not a very safe thing. From an energy security standpoint, we passed the renewable fuel standard on the heels of 9/11, if you remember, as a national.
Finally, what is the price of every barrel of ethanol in the markets?
Well, so ethanol today is selling for about $2.45 a gallon. And this might be interesting, Caesar. The reason we reduce the price at the pump so much is we replace very expensive and very toxic chemicals in gasoline. A gallon of gasoline is made up of about 450 different chemicals that are combined to make a.
Is there anything would you like to go to be telling the farmers with the E15 issue in Washington, D.C. with RFS?
Yeah, farmers are the backbone of our economy, and biofuels are critical to the success of farmers. In fact, we have a saying around here that biofuels are the catalyst to successful agriculture. Successful agriculture is key to.
Thanks to be
joined at the hip with agriculture and farmers. So biofuels and agriculture go together. It's important that we both grow together. It's been my pleasure.
This is Doug Berenv from Poet Ethanol Production Company in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. From back roads of Illinois, I am Cesar Delgado. Have a good day.
Thank you, Caesar.